Hi, I'm Crystal DeBacker, the City of Van Alstyne Media Coordinator, and I'm sitting down here with Chief Tim Barnes, and we're going to learn a little bit about our city leaders as we've been doing the past couple weeks. So, Chief, tell me a little bit about
Hey,
yourself.
Crystal, thank you. Well, Tim Barnes, I've been here for 31 years. Been the chief since 2011, and we're in a 17-man department with 6 civilians. What brought me here was came up here and visited the community, really fell in love with the community. I'm from the Dallas area, and just thought it was a great place to work and raise a family.
Okay. What do you do outside of work right now?
I like to do more work. I've got a farm. I like to work on the farm, so I enjoy trout fishing and kind of getting outdoors. Camping.
Where do you do that?
Up in Arkansas, typically on the White River.
Okay. How often do you get to go?
Not enough.
I know, I'm sure.
Once
yeah.
or twice a year.
I try to get away. I go to Colorado often to hike, but yeah, that's once or twice a year tops.
Yeah.
What brought you up to Van Alstyne in the first place? When you say you came out and you visited?
Well, I started right out of the academy here. 21 years old, looking for a job and opportunity. Didn't even know Van Alstyne existed. Once I got up here, just like I say, I really fell in love with the community. It's just a great place, and it continues to be a community that really, unlike any other community that I've ever seen or been around, as far as people coming together and supporting each other.
What did you think about it as a 21-year-old? I mean, it was very different then.
It was different
but...
coming from the Metroplex. You know, people here waved, and you wasn't thinking they were fixing to jump you or anything. So it just kind of brought me back to what I thought small towns were in the United States or in Texas.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you wish more people knew about Van Alstyne?
Well, the history of Van Alstyne, as the city continues to grow and the community explodes, we just don't need to lose our history of where we were, because I think that's what makes Van Alstyne Van Alstyne. It's unique in any community in North Texas. Many people who grow up here, they leave thinking that they want to go somewhere else, but when they have a family, they come back here to raise their family. So that tells you something about a community when people do that.
Absolutely. I had the same experience. I grew up in Alstyne. I always knew I wanted to raise my kids in Alstyne, in a place like Alstyne. I think that there's a level of accountability.
It is.
For children especially, and in families, you appreciate that. As a kid, you probably don't. Alstyne is unrecognizable, of course. I think something that makes Van Alstyne unique is that we have that history that you mentioned, and as we grow, that history is at the forefront. I think you can see it at the Central Social District Park, where like the railroad is really tied into that as well. So that's really unique. But
yeah, we're just a great community. And you talk about accountability. I really feel like the community holds everyone accountable. So we hold criminals accountable. That's why they don't come here. And we have a low crime rate because our citizens back the police department have always. And that's another reason that I've always stayed here and really enjoyed working with the community, is because they're very supportive of law enforcement.
absolutely, and things stand out, right? When you're used to seeing the same people and the same habits, and there's someone that doesn't fit in or not doing what they're supposed
They call,
to do.
and there we just have a great relationship. If you look at our cars and what I preach when we hire new employees, it's community first. And I think that I tell my guys, you treat people the way you want to be treated, and you'll never go wrong. But you have the job to do. But that's really what we preach, is community first, and I think that's the most important thing in an organization, because you really do work for the community. Without them, you really don't exist.
Absolutely. What are you looking forward to most in regards to the new public safety facility?
We're excited beyond
That
words,
is
really.
a long time overdue.
It is, and thanks for the leadership and the city leadership, Lane Jones, and then the council backing the project. It's been a long time coming, so yeah, we're excited. I mean, beyond, it's going to give us room.
Having some extra space.
Well, it'll give us the room, and it's things that we need to continue the service and level of service that we provide now, and probably even grow on that level of service, and just being able to retain and recruit people, having a great facility. It just shows that once again, the community cares, leadership cares, and that's a big thing right now in law enforcement.
Absolutely. So, and when it comes to hiring and recruiting, what does the next couple of years look like for the police department?
Well, we just don't think of some magic number to hire. We had a staffing study done by the University of North Texas, Dr. Fritz. So we have a 5-year project now, a 5-year plan, but that may change. It all depends on growth. So if we start excelling the numbers that we project, then we'll reevaluate. But there is a plan in place, but you also have to have a facility to be able to house those employees.
Absolutely. Okay, here's the tough one.
Okay.
What kind of legacy do you want to leave in Van Alstyne?
So a legacy for me is, you come in, you do 110% hard work every day. And really, when you leave, those people that are still here, they carry on that legacy. And if that legacy is true, then you'll continue to operate in a community-backed organization where people will remember that, and leadership will come up through the ranks and continue the same goals and morals and aspects that you've instilled in them when you leave.
Absolutely.
It's not really about a name or they remember your name. It's about really what you leave behind when you leave. You give 110% every day you come in, work hard for the community, and the community will work hard for you.
Well said. I love that. Is there anything else that you want to share about the police department specifically?
No, I mean we're a very professional department. We're 24/7. We have our own dispatch, so which is we're only one of 3 other agencies in Grayson County that have our own dispatch. So when somebody calls, they get a Van Alstyne person on a county dispatch or some other agency. We strive for professionalism. It's not just the arrest. We really push for the conviction. So you can arrest people all day long. It's the conviction at the end of the day. And that's where we strive as a department to make sure we're doing everything right, stay up with new laws, trends, be part of the community. Our National Night Out is huge. We try to stay engaged with a lot of the organizations. Sometimes it's overwhelming for an agency our size. For everybody, it's great. Everybody wants us at their programs and officers and speak, show their car stuff. But sometimes that's tasking. So as the community grows, I'm sure that'll be another area we're looking at.
Well, now you also have the ISD Police Department. How is that partnership going?
Oh, it works great. I've known Jeff for 25 years. They couldn't have hired a better man for the position. We work close hand in hand. If they need assistance, we provide it. Same thing. If we need it, they'll provide it to us. So I think it was time for the school district to have their own police department, and they couldn't have picked a better leader to start off with.
Absolutely. Well,
All right.
thank you so much for sitting down with me.
Okay.